How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to Emnix Plays Path of Exile Heist League. As you can see, I've gone and created a new character. I'm back. It's been a long time. I'm glad to be playing again. I'm finally all done. If you can't tell, obviously you can't tell because I've never had a webcam before. I thought new house, new me. But if you haven't tuned in before and you weren't aware, I had just moved into a new place. Let's see, in September. It's been a while. It's been 2 months actually, and I basically spent. I think it was right at the beginning of the Heist League launch, and I was actually really looking forward to playing Heist, and unfortunately, I ended up moving, and as a result. Essentially I had to spend the next 2 months like just working on the house. I was literally pulling freaking staples out of the carpet and like ripping out the carpet. It was sand in the floors. So hopefully that is all or not hopefully, it's all done now, and I'm ready to just go back to playing some PoE. I know that the league is almost over, but I also heard from GGG, I saw the news that the league has been pushed for another month, and the next new league won't be in Christmas. It'll be coming in January, right? So it does give me a little bit more time to play Heist. It did take me a while to get back online and get everything set up. And I mean, to be honest, I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little salty about my first character. I got a little bit too used to playing in Harvest League, really. I had this mindset like any build will work no matter what, and you just gotta put in the time, you gotta put in the currency, and it's sort of right. But like it'll be super easy to build a character no matter what, and that's just not true. Whoa, I'm getting weird spam in my channel. What is this? Get out of here. So it just wasn't true. So basically what ended up happening was I made a character, and it kind of stunk. The Hexblast character, it looked okay, but it wasn't great in my opinion. So what I ended up doing was just basically just struggled my way with the Hexblast character until like what, Act 7, Act 8, give or take. And at the end of that, I'm like, what, I don't think this is working out. So I came to the realization that I got spoiled from Harvest League, at the beginning of the league, and I was like, this character is just like, I could probably make it work, right? Like towards the end game, if I spent enough time, it would probably work. But what am I doing playing like these meme builds when really I should just, when I don't like even know the game that well at this point? It feels like every time a new league gets released, I just know less and less about the game. So that's when I was like, what, we gotta go back to just playing solid Path of Exile. And how do you play solid Path of Exile? Well, you start off with a solid build. Right, so I was playing a little bit of solo self-found in my downtime while I was off stream for the past couple of months. So every time I had a little bit of time, I wanted to play some PoE. I was playing a little bit of solo self-found, and I didn't get very far, admittedly. I was playing a duelist. I wanted to play a champion, no, a gladiator, not a champion. And I got to around level 60 something, like Act 7, Act 8, give or take. So around the same amount as my Hexblast character, and I was playing that for like 2 weeks straight. So you can kind of imagine, I wasn't putting that much time into it. And I was playing a Lacerate Gladiator, and I was like, this is actually a great build. And yet I've never played a Lacerate character before. And part of the reason was I just never knew it was good. And I'm like, what, let's go back and try some builds that are actually that we know for a fact are good. So that's what this video series is gonna be about. We're going back to the basics, back to the basics. So we're gonna look to play solid Path of Exile. We're gonna start with a solid build, and the build is gonna be a Lacerate Gladiator. We're gonna try and just kind of figure out what makes the build tick, and then from there we can actually go and say, okay, you know, this is the reason why it's good. These are the items and skills that make it good, and then we can try out some more builds. You know, maybe we won't take it all the way to the end game, but at the very least I want to be able to try out some more characters so that by the time we're in the next league, and hopefully it'll be a good league, we'll be like nice and ready. So that's the goal. We're just going to be playing some solid Path of Exile. Oh, excuse me while I actually drink some tea. So yeah, I you know, I've gotten some YouTube comments like, did you not like Heist that much? Like, is that what's happening? Like, is that why you're not playing? And a lot of it had to do with the fact that I was just so tired from the house stuff. Honestly, when we moved in, I thought I'd be done with everything. Probably by like maybe like early last month, you know, early October, maybe mid-October, and it ended up being now, which is like basically almost the end of November. So I'm finally done, which is good. I'm finally done with all of that stuff, but it took a while. And I was just exhausted. You know, I would think about taking a nap. I'm like, you know what? I'm a little tired. I'm gonna take a nap. I'd lie down in bed. I'd close my eyes and just boom, I'm asleep. That's all it took. So, you know, by the end of that, I'm like, I can't stream. I don't have the energy for it. It's not gonna be entertaining, and it's just not gonna work. So thankfully it's all done. I still have some boxes that I need to move from the previous apartment, but for the most part, I'm all moved in. I'm all settled in. This is my place now. You know, I'm currently in the basement. Excuse me, need more tea. Currently in the basement. As you can tell, it's a bit of a rustic feel. All the walls it's wooden. You know, this would be a good place to like have your buddies come over and you like drink a little bit of whiskey. You sip on that. You know, you do a little bit of this. I don't have any whiskey or scotch or anything at home, but I'm just illustrating. Instead, I have a little bit of tea over here, and I also happen to have some water in like a little sippy cup. It's nice. I like drinking water out of a straw. Makes me feel like a kid again, you know? And it makes drinking water fun. Who knew, you know, rehydrating would be so much fun. I would assume most people enjoy drinking water, but there are some people out there, like, when I'm working, when I'm actually in the office working, I just forget to drink water. So, for some reason, when there's a straw, it's just so much more enjoyable. Anyway, so you gotta stay hydrated, you know? That's actually super important. Yeah, that's basically it. Super important to stay hydrated, especially when you're like talking a lot, right? You know, if you're recording a stream or recording a video, or just you're in a meeting at work or whatever, you're giving a presentation, make sure you stay hydrated. Just saying it out of experience, you know? I haven't streamed in a long time, and I know for a fact that I'm really bad with just being able to talk for long periods of time. And what ends up happening for the most part is maybe, give or take, around 2 hours in, I just lose my voice completely. Which obviously isn't good, especially if you want to have a longer stream. But yeah, I kind of feel bad for just kind of disappearing. I know I do it a lot actually. But for disappearing, you know, for however long that I disappeared for, 2 months. In a way, the webcam is my way of apologizing. It's something, you know, I make a lot of promises, and for the most part, not all of them end up being fulfilled. And I feel like this is one of the ones that I would, at least, you know, I've said that I would do it before. Now's the time. Why am I doing it now? Last time I said I had to give away, I was ready to use the webcam, and then my wife had to take it for work. And that is still true. She needs it for work. But it's currently 11 a.m. She's not working right now. So I took the webcam. I gotta make sure to return it next morning for work, but yeah. Okay. So I'm freely talking because I've played this build a couple times now. Well, just once, actually. I've also leveled to the end of Act 2 once. And both times I'm like, yo, this build is fantastic. It works perfectly. You don't need that much gear. Like, you know, it just works very well. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do a video of this. Just to I rarely have a video of like, here's a league starter that you should try out. Oops, I want to go here. So this is actually very much a league starter viable character, right? So I was like, you know what? Let's make a video of this just so that maybe next league, you know, if you ever want to try out a character that's easy, you could try this out. So I'm gonna start off with Splitting Steel because I found this is actually a really good skill early on. I'm assuming it's pretty good later as well. I actually saw a few streams in the Gauntlet League. A lot of people are playing two-handed Earthquake? Earth Shatter? Two-handed something, and then they use Call of Steel to return the impales. Apparently it's really strong. But yeah, like the few levels where I actually played around with the skill, I really enjoyed it. So, let's put this here. Okay. And then do this. So yeah, that's the plan. We're gonna be leveling up as a Lacerate Gladiator, hopefully, eventually. Let's get Onslaught so we can go a little bit faster. And then sell all of this stuff. We probably do not need it. It'd be nice if I could get a good weapon, but that isn't entirely necessary as well. I'd eat this, but I really didn't need to. That was a bit of a misplay. And here I am saying we're gonna play solid Path of Exile. I guess we could do this. This'll work, sure.
Be well.
And then Onslaught would go. I don't know. I guess we'll keep it for now. Okay. So we've gone forward, and we come back for the Quicksilver Flask, which is apparently how everyone does it these days, right? So you go to the coast, you do mud flats, you grab the next waypoint, and that way you can backtrack. And if you need to come back, you know, all you have to do is take the waypoint. Now, do I have any leveling gear? I'm playing solo self-found, so really the answer is no. But even if I did, I don't think I would be wearing it right now because I'm trying to just basically do a clean run through for the most part. I think I have some leveling gear in the later levels, but right now, like, I don't have a tabula or anything like that. So we're gonna be playing like as if it's a new league. I have no items, you know. I have some currency obviously in my currency stash tabs. For the most part, I'm not gonna like purposely avoid using it, but for the most part I don't think I'm gonna need it either. Okay, so for this, I've learned this already. Once you reach here, you probably want to leave a TP. You go this way and then you can come back later and do the Flooded Depths quest. So there are actually two quests in this zone. There's a bit of fork in the road right over here. Right here, there's a fork in the road. I believe if you either go down or up, there's another zone. If you find this little yellow bridge, you go through that and that'll take you to the ledge. So again, we're looking for the next waypoint, and then we're going to take the teleportation back. And then once we finish the quest in this area, we can take the waypoint and just keep moving forward. So just, you know, playing solid Path of Exile, I hope. You know, a lot of the things I do, it could be just not solid at all. It could be liquid Path of Exile. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. Just maybe just bad play. You know, let's just avoid bad plays. And at the end of the day, it's like I've been playing so many builds without really thinking about it through all these years. I don't really think about what I'm playing, and I don't really necessarily go out and do that much research either. And by that I mean I don't look at what the meta builds are. Sometimes I'm aware, sometimes I just you know, like aura stacking was a thing with cluster jewels, right? But I knew that was a thing, but I didn't really know how it worked. I just knew people did it. And in this game, knowledge is power in Path of Exile. I truly believe that. Like, you know, I don't want to say that it's like there's no skill to it, because there is. But a lot of that skill is knowing, you know, what to do in certain situations, how to build your character in certain situations. And I feel like even though I played all these years, because I haven't been paying attention to the game itself and how the meta has changed over time and what the new items are and so on, I've kind of lost track of just, you know, what makes for a good build and what makes for, I don't know, good items and all of that stuff. And I think it's starting to show a little bit in my videos and in my characters as well. So this is sort of a chance for me to go back and try and relearn the game a little bit, especially with just builds that I haven't played before. And this is a basic build that should, in my opinion, really, it probably should be in everybody's arsenal, because it's like there are a few basic builds that should be in everyone's arsenal, right? Like there should be, you should have at least tried, I don't know, ED Contagion at one point in time. You should have tried some kind of Cycloner, some kind of Summoner, and probably like a Tornado Shot character. There's just like a lot of characters that consistently get played league after league that I'm aware of that I just still haven't played after all these years. And I'm like, why haven't I? You know, these are basics, you know, basic building blocks of Path of Exile that really I feel like I should know and understand in order to get deeper. It's like it's like how math builds on top of itself, right? Like, you know, before you do calculus, you have to do some, I don't know, algebra. You know, we went to summer school for 10 years and like just kind of went straight to high school, but we're still at like a elementary level of knowledge in PoE. That's how I feel like right now. So, you know, right now we're going back to cram school. That's what I'm doing. Let's grab these nodes and then we'll go down and come across like this. So yeah, that's the plan for probably the next few weeks. I do understand, and tomorrow, let's see, so today is November 21st, right? So the 22nd, I believe GGG will be announcing, so by the time this episode comes out, or potentially even before this, like, I don't know if I'll be releasing tomorrow, but you know, like at some point this week, or I guess maybe you guys are already aware, but like GGG is they're announcing another league, so I need to figure out whether I'll be playing it, and really how long I'll be playing it, because I do kind of want to spend some time and just play like either Heist, because I missed a lot of it, or just like standard PoE.
Stay sharp out there.
I don't know. We'll see. I don't exactly know what I plan on doing. But I kind of want to get through this character. So hopefully, depending on what GGG's doing, if they're doing like some super cool race, I might think about it. If it's just like even endless delve, I might think about it. But again, that's another one of those things. It's like I don't understand delve. I don't understand delve characters. What defenses do you need? What offense do you need? It's like I just at some point I stopped bothering to learn, and you know, Path of Exile is one of those games where the moment you stop learning, you stop getting better. And And you know, I'm looking back, I'm kind of regretting not, like, you know, paying a little bit more attention, but that's why I'm trying to catch up a little bit now, right? Better late than never, really.
I can't do this just
So yeah, so with that in mind, just need to throw out the fact that I'm probably gonna be trying to add a regular streaming schedule as well. So it's probably gonna be on, for the most part, on the weekdays. Weekends are gonna be a little bit sporadic because there's always family events and stuff. It's hard to like actually set aside time on the weekend and not, you know, do other stuff, right? So I think weekday schedule is going to be pretty much set to be sometime around 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna need to finalize it a little bit more. Of course, as always, if you want to sort of tune in at a regular time and know when I'm gonna be streaming, make sure to check out the Discord. But otherwise, you know, I'll be finalizing the streaming schedule and then probably putting it on both Discord as well as on YouTube. And like, you know, all of these streams, I'm going to be uploading it onto YouTube as well, but just want to put it out there, right? Okay, so what's the plan? What's the plan for the next few days? Well, I keep having I consistently take around an hour per act, like leveling wise, and I kind of want to speed that up as well. I feel like just being able to go a little bit faster makes it so that you can play a few more characters. And right now my focus, like the long-term goal, is to play a few more characters and just understand, you know, all of these build archetypes, because for some reason, you know, I don't know them anymore. And part of the reason is just I keep playing meme builds, right? Like I just think of something stupid and then hope to God that it works. Or I just pick a skill and hope to God it works. And I got lucky in Harvest because Wintertide Brand worked. But the only reason it worked in the first place was because we had Harvest Crafting. And Harvest Crafting gave you just so much potential with regards to crafting gear. And now that it's gone, it's like, you know, GGG fed me heroin and they took the heroin away from me. That's basically what it comes down to, right? And it's like, oh wow, like what do I do without my performance altering drugs? Actually, that's a bad example. The good example would probably be oh, what was that movie? Limitless? The one starring the Bradley Cooper, which also had a spin-off TV show starring, I don't remember, but it wasn't as good. Where the guy took like that drug, what was it, like NCT or something, and made him like a super genius. Yeah, that's what I felt like when I was playing Harvest. I felt like a super genius. I'm like, oh, this game is so easy. And I don't know, like I got a little cocky. And the hubris, I you know, I'm not gonna lie, the hubris got me a little bit. And now I'm like, oh wow, like, you know, game is hard. So let's you know, let's go back to our roots. Like, what do you do when you first start a league? You play a league starter, right? Every single league, I don't think I've ever done a true league starter. And by that I mean, like, I've never played a skill that's meant for league starters.
It's to be a cage fight then.
It would always be something like really stupid that takes a stupid amount of investment to work, and then everyone's comments like, oh man, Emnix, this is gonna be expensive, you sure you want to do this? I'm like, it's gonna be fine. And then I can't even kill like the Elder Slayers, right? I'm like, that's it's fine, it's fun this way. And like I don't mind it, right? But as a result, I don't learn too much about the game, so I guess at the end of the day, it bit me in the butt. Kind of want this shield, huh? Just so I can have some life. And this can go here. Dash. War banner can come here. Do I have a... Chance to bleed splitting steel. Is that what I'm doing?
Farewell.
And I have this blue rustic belt. Like I said, solid PoE. Let's do a little bit of crafting early on so that we have a decent weapon. Let's do that.
Be well.
I mean, if I really want to get... We're gonna get fancy. Oh my god, I just punched my microphone. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But we're gonna get fancy. We're gonna hit it with an augment. Oh yeah, look at that stun threshold. Worth it. Worth it. I swear. Okay, I still don't have good links.
Hello.
Oh, stop. Let's put this in alternate. And I can sell these things. Do I want a medium life flask? No, it doesn't matter. Nothing matters, it doesn't matter. Okay. So what's my pace so far? 20 minutes to Brutus? 20 minutes to Brutus. That doesn't seem any faster than my usual pace. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. I like, you know, part of the reason why you want to play new characters all the time, one is to try a new build later, right? But like even while you're progressing through the story, you want to get a little bit faster. So the fact that we're not getting faster concerns me a little bit. And part of the reasons why I took so long is I spent a lot of time in town. I spent a lot of time just randomly killing stuff, so maybe I should stop. Okay, for the next 5 minutes, let's at least focus a little bit more on just progression, okay? Like progressing faster. But like, it's kind of boring because what do you have to do to progress faster? You basically just gotta... You gotta run a lot. Just like skip enemies. Which in a way is like... It's kind of Resident Sleeper, right? Don't you think? I don't know, but that's what you gotta do if you want to go fast. Because a lot of time you don't need to kill everything. Like you don't need to be that over leveled. You know what I mean? Oh, speaking of going fast, this will help. Okay. Blue packs though. Can't say no to the blue packs. Those give a significant amount of EXP. There we go. Come on, let's go. Okay, so in-game, what am I looking for? Besides going fast? Obviously a new weapon. But I'm always looking for a new weapon. It's like saying I want to be better at the game. I guess some people aren't interested in being better at the game, but in my case, you know. Yeah, I'm always looking for a new weapon. I want more damage. Who doesn't want more damage? You know, who doesn't like to eat? Actually, even then, I bet you can find people who don't necessarily... Do those people exist? Are there people who eat just to, you know, just for sustenance? Like even... I don't want to... I know there are people who have eating disorders and stuff, and saying stuff like this might not be politically correct, but those people aside, are there people who just, you know, don't like to eat? Like, you know, there are certain tasks where it's like, I don't know. I have a lot of friends who like cars, right? And to me, I'm like, to me, like a car is just a way for me to get from point A to point B. I'm not that interested in cars. But if someone were to say something like, to me, eating food is just for me to get, you know, my daily dose of calories, and you know, as long as I meet those requirements, it doesn't really matter what I eat. Be like, you know, like everyone has a favorite food. What do you mean you don't like eating? It's like, it's all the same to me, you know. Oatmeal versus a burger versus, I don't know. What's something tasty? Cheesecake? Not everyone likes cheesecake, admittedly. But you know what I mean? Does that do those people exist? People who just
Skill beats
don't
size
like food?
every time.
It's like I don't like eating food. I just eat it to not die, you know? Like I don't have a choice. If I had a choice, you just inject the calories into my veins and I'm good to go. Is that a thing? If it is a thing, you leave a comment and you tell me. You tell me why. And tell me how to be like you, because, you know, I get mad cravings in the middle of the night. I swear to God, half of my tweets, it's just all about food. If I look back in my Twitter history, it's just like, what's everyone's favorite snack? Someone stopped me from eating chips. It's like that.
Let me tell you.
Farewell.
Okay. Enough talking about just going off on a tangent. Let's actually look at the game a little bit. What do I want to do? I did hear the vitality. This is super interesting. Okay, vitality got changed so that instead of reserving a percentage of mana, it reserves flat mana. And I am convinced that if that's the case, this is like a must take for anybody.
Farewell.
Maybe not for like people who start off on the north side of the tree who don't have any strength. But for everyone else, this is so good. It costs 28 mana to get 15 life regen per second. Like, yeah, please give me that. Gimme. Oh, this axe. Oh my god. How much damage is that? Look at DPS increase. I don't think any of these weapons would even be close. No, it's not. It's not even close. Oh my god. Okay. And then is there a 3-link maybe? Or movement speed? No? Okay, well here's a 2-link. This is a pretty good chest. I could check this. No, check this. No. Wait, no. How am I comparing items, you ask? Well, in my opinion, excuse me, in my opinion, early on in the game, pause for dramatic effect. In my opinion, at the beginning of the game, the only thing that matters, defensive-wise, which would mean the helmet, the chest, the gloves, maybe, and possibly the accessory slots, so belts, rings, and amulet, is resistance and life. Those are the only two stats that I really care about. So when I compare like armors and stuff,
Yes?
and someone tell me if I'm wrong, like I could be completely off the mark. I swear to God, I saw a comment the other day on YouTube that said like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, okay, not wrong. They didn't tell me what it is that I said wrong, but they said everything was wrong. They asked me if I was trolling. Anyways, it doesn't matter. But it's like, you know, I could very much be wrong. But when I check gear, I check for life resistances, like especially early on. Is there life? Is there resistance? Which one has more? Right? And then you just balance it all out. If you capture your resistance already, then you get some more life. Otherwise, for the most part, I try to cap my resistances first, actually. But obviously, if it's +4 resistance versus +30 life, like there's no threshold or anything, but typically that's what I like to do. And then for boots, obviously it's movement speed. And if you don't have enough damage, you can get some damage on your rings, your amulet, potentially even your gloves if you're an attack skill. If you're a spellcaster, I don't think the gloves offer too much in terms of damage unless it's a unique item. But yeah, that's basically how I check gear in the early game. In maps, very different. Oh, look at this dude, it's so frozen. That's what he looked like. Please don't clip that. And then links. Links are important too. Like I would love for a 3 link right now. I should actually keep an eye out. I'm not like 100% paying attention to the game, to be honest. Like I'm looking, like when I'm not a good multitasker, which is, you know, kind of ironic to say since I'm, you know, I stream as well, which requires you to sort of multitask because I'm talking, I'm looking at chat, you know, I'm playing at the same time. Hey, look, no hands, all right? But I'm actually not a good multitasker, and if you guys ever pay attention to my, or if you know, if you guys ever watch my videos or streams, you would notice that sometimes I'm like not making sense at all, and that's probably because I'm just like so focused on the freaking game that I don't even know what I'm saying. And at other times, and like right now would be a good time where I can just say whatever the heck I want, and I'm basically playing in my peripheral vision. Like right now I'm looking straight into your soul while playing Path of Exile at the same time. How do you do that? What? Staring contest? Yeah? Okay. Okay. We can do this. 3, 2, 1. I'm actually terrible. My eyes are always dry. There's no way I'm gonna win this. I'm already suffering. Oh, I'm tearing up. I can't do it. How long did I last for? Like 4 seconds? But yeah, right now is a good time where I can actually multitask. I can talk, well, but I'm not like 100% focusing on the game, right? If I actually start focusing, then basically the stream becomes a silent ASMR stream, pretty much. Or a drunk stream, because that's what I sound like when I'm like actually focusing on the game and trying to talk at the same time. My eyes are tearing up from that. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, never again. Never. Oh god. Oh god, it's, oh. It's actually really fun to, you know, my favorite part like in Path of Exile is actually the leveling process. It's just like, it's super chill, you know what I mean? Like obviously if you actually trying to go fast, if you're racing, you're like super insert, super focused. You're like, all right, I need to figure out, first I need to do this, then I need to do that. Okay, make sure you grab this item. It's like, okay, this item I'm gonna identify while I'm running. And here I'm like, look me in the eyeball. I should actually be looking out for a 3 link. Specifically, what kind of 3 link do I need? What kind of 3 link do I need? Green, a green red, or a green red. Okay, that's what I want. Yeah. 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 I swear I know how to play this game, guys. I'm not trolling. Okay, do I go down this way or let's do this way?
I can't do this just yet.
So how's everyone doing these days? You know, things are weird with COVID. My city is going into some serious lockdown on Wednesday. It's actually kind of, or not Wednesday, on Monday. It's actually kind of crazy if you think about it. Like we're in November, right? And the numbers in my city, it's spiked up to the point where it's basically the same as March, when we first did all the lockdowns and whatnot. But the weird thing is like not everything is closed like the first lockdown. Like schools are still open, so you got kids getting COVID and stuff, which is super uncomfortable. And like for me, you know, I have some skin in the game, right? Like my wife, she's a teacher, so you know, school teachers going into schools, I'm like, that's not like, if my wife went to school, comes back with COVID, like I'm not okay with that, right? So everything goes on lockdown, but the schools are still
Well,
not locked down. And in a way, I understand why. It's like, you know, everyone needs to go back to work, the economy needs to function. But for me, I'm personally affected by it, and I'm just like, no, this is, stop it. Teachers come home. Luckily, my wife, she's working from home, so it doesn't affect us too much. Thank God. I think I'd be really stressed out otherwise. Okay, I don't really have much cold resistance here. But is that okay? One option is to create a cold ring with these iron rings. But I think these rings are too good to give up. They both have life. This one has a little bit of resistance. Like,
Stay sharp out there.
you're just really good. Anyways, I hope everyone's, you know, I hope everyone's safe out there. You know, like it's a weird couple months, hasn't it been? It's been really weird, I think. I don't know what it's like in other countries and other cities and whatnot, but I basically haven't been going out that much. You know, I go out basically as necessary. Oh god, this feels yucky. Hold on. This doesn't feel right. I think I need to get a stance just so that last raid feels a little bit better. But yeah, I hope everyone's staying safe. You know, like, these are super strange times, and I haven't been going out that much, and it's starting to, like, I'm getting a little antsy. You know what I mean? I don't know about anyone else, but I'm just like getting super antsy. Like, I don't want to go out. I want to see people. Like, I don't want to go to the theater. I don't want to go eat in a restaurant. You know, I want to hang out with my friends and stuff like that. And it's right now, it's not possible, and it's a little sad, you know? It's a little sad. So, and like, everyone's been busy, so we haven't even been online playing games and stuff. It's like, where'd everyone go? Bro, where's the party? But that's COVID, you know? Like, well, what can you do? That's just the situation we're in. It's unfortunate. Hopefully I'll be able to see some more people soon. But like, that's, you know, also part of the reason why I've been itching to stream. Because I kind of miss you guys, right? Like, it's been a while since I last streamed. It's been a while since I last talked to you guys, and it feels nice to be streaming a little bit again. I don't want this on Q because I have this weird habit of pressing Q for no reason. This is like just straight from CS days, 1.6, you know? Okay, I thought my phone was, oh god, I'm frozen. All right. You know, it's going pretty well, right? Now, what's my time like? 43 minutes. 43 minutes for Act 1. It could be better. It could be better if I had a better skill, admittedly. No, I can't blame the skill. This is all human error. I'm sure of it. Okay, leveled up. Let's do this. Alright. While I'm playing, rehydrate. And for those of you watching, you know, if you have a cup nearby, posture check, rehydrate. It's important every 40 minutes or so, you know? Check your posture. Like, my posture is always terrible. Eventually, I'm like this. Like this, playing like this, right? And like, especially since I'm working from home as well, my back just starts hurting. It's not good. It isn't good. It's also why I kind of miss the office. You know, you get to walk around, grab a coffee, shoot the shit with some people. Don't have that anymore either. Treasure chest. We all know that that treasure chest is a trap, though, right? Everyone knows. If you don't know, you click that and you get baited. Just baited. But that's okay. It's just more EXP for us. I'm not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me. All right, let's try this way. Yeah, I think this is right. So I picked up what is this? The Blood and Sand stance, which allows us to basically in the Sand stance we do more AoE and less AoE damage, and then the other one is less AoE but more AoE damage. So we can swap around the stances and potentially do more damage to the boss. So we can switch between clear and AoE. And hopefully later on we'll have another stance where we'll switch to the other one, which is Flesh and Stone, I think. We'll switch. Did you see the sirens just now? They just friggin' walked by me. They didn't have a care in the world. They were like, oh, no, just go on your way. I should have gone on my way. I don't know. I kind of feel bad now for killing them. They were just, you know, two guys coming back from work. Or you know, like, two people coming back from work. It could have been a couple. It could have been a family. It could have just murdered a family of sirens. Like, I feel kind of bad now. All right. Admittedly, the cold damage, it's not doing much. Yeah, it's not doing much. So, survivability, very good. I kind of attribute that to the Vitality Aura that we picked up. Basically just gives us so much more HP regen. So I just gotta hit him. That's all, you just gotta hit him. You just take your time, and you just hit him. He's been hit many times. There you go.
We stand at death's door. Ladies,
broadsword 15 to 21. I don't have a rustic belt. I should keep an eye out for good rustic belts too. This is pretty good. And the gloves could be good. More damage. Yeah, it is better. I lose a link, but I don't think that matters too much since, yeah, it was a useless link anyways.
I can't do this just yet.
Alright, get some more attack speed, so that's good. Alright, let's switch back to the sand stance. Alright, I would love for a 3-link right now. I'm not paying. I haven't been looking at the ground that much, so it's possible that a 3-link dropped and I just didn't see it. I don't think so though. I don't feel like I missed it. Oh god, what if this entire time a whole bunch of 3-links have been dropping, the ones that I need specifically, you know, with the right colors, and chat's just been yelling at me. I mean, chat, no one has yelled, so I guess I'm fine. I just got a 3-link, so all you gotta do is complain, right? Oh, no 3-link is dropping. Hey, no exalts and chaos orbs have been dropping lately, you know? Man, I'm just super unlucky. What if exalts and chaos orbs have been dropping this entire time and I just never knew it? Wouldn't it be super funny? Right, GGG? It's not. Of course that wouldn't work. It was worth a try though. Alright, so we're gonna go... down? Grab some life. Go left. Grab the bleed. Go here. Grab AoE. Go here. No. Do I go down? No, and then you come here, grab this, grab life, come down. Do I grab this? No. Then we go that way. Okay, that's the plan.
Travel far.
Oh god. Stretching a little bit. Whoa, 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 not that.
Exiles.
How do I do this? I mean, there's a lot of damage and attack speed. But this is a 3-link. Let's keep this aside. I might need to switch back to that glove. I kind of doubt it, but I guess you never know. There's some damage. Some strength, sure. Okay, so we're gonna do lacerate. Chance to bleed. Onslaught.
What do you want?
Okay.
Going?
That will work.
Keep your wits about.
Let's go this way. Oh, AoE is so much better. What? Did something change? No, nothing should have changed. Onslaught? Onslaught does nothing. Okay, whatever. I feel faster with Onslaught, so that's good. Especially if I want to go a little bit faster in clearing and stuff, that this is probably the right choice.
Don't do this just yet.
Okay, I see a blue pack over here. That's probably the pack you want to kill. Okay. Cross it. Let's keep using dash. Our precious movement skill. It's very useful right now. Especially since I don't have any freaking movement speed. Alright. You just keep going. You just keep blasting your way through, okay? What's the time currently? 53 minutes. Okay, I was averaging an hour per act. So at the very least, we're not at an hour per act. We're somewhere closer to like 40 something minutes an act. So we're going faster, you know? It's good to feel myself making progress every time I play. I think that's part of the reason why I enjoy going through the leveling process, because you can make incremental improvements, you know, as you go, right? So yeah, pretty happy with that. Obviously I could do better, but it would require me to skip mobs, which I could do, but it's not very fun. Like, don't you play to kill stuff, you know? Like, what's the point of not killing stuff and just running through everything? It's just defeats the whole purpose, right? You know what I mean? All right, so what are the next steps here? Well, my damage is starting to taper off a little bit. So preferably I would like to find a good weapon. When do I upgrade this weapon? When did I do that? It wasn't that long ago, was it? Anyways, I feel like there's a weapon upgrade coming. If I find a rustic, excuse me, a rustic sash, that would be a pretty good upgrade, like a rare one. If I, let's see, if I get a 4-link, I don't think I'll get that anytime soon. All right, let's just TP back. We'll jump over to the waypoint. We'll grab the passive point right here. So after doing that quest we just did, that should give us a book of skill. Get some more life. Okay, so we're gonna do the Weaver's Chambers, Western Forest. So that's over here with the bleached trees, or I guess the petrified trees. No, they're neither bleached nor petrified. They're just covered in cobwebs. How did I not know this? I legit, for all these years, I thought the trees were petrified. Like, what even petrified them? What? Clearly I haven't been paying attention to PoE lore. It's like, oh yeah, it should make sense. Spiders, spider webs. But in my head, I'm like, what? What? What's happening? So I picked up a red-green bread. And right now I'm debating whether I want Onslaught at all. Onslaught's pretty good. But another red socket means a lot more damage. If I could like one-shot everything, do I currently one-shot everything? Not exactly. So if I were to switch out the support gems and potentially be able to one-shot everything, I think that'd be a lot more preferable, because then I could progress faster than if I had, you know, more attack speed. That's the logic, right? Rather than getting more attack speed, why don't you just one-shot everything? So instead of, that's like 100% more attack speed, because right now I attack twice. Oh god, we've gone galaxy brained. So instead of attack speed and movement speed and stuff, let's go for damage. Hopefully that's the right choice. I do have a lot of gems that I want to pick up. So after this, when we get back to town, let me go pick up a few gems. I've been trying to switch to the blood stance for the longest time. How come it didn't let me? Alright, this is the moment where you just, you know, you hold down the button and then you just let it ride. You put yourself against the wall and you just hold it down. Oh god, it kills so slow. What's with my damage? Oh my goodness. Okay, stop. I need the sand stance. I need more AoE. Jesus. Okay, damage is starting to become a little bit of a problem. And it's mostly due to the fact that my weapon's a little poo-poo. Oh, I don't know if I want to swap this though.
Travel far.
Remember to live.
Ah, but melee physical damage support is so good. I think I'd do it. I mean, I can't use it yet. I'm not even level 18, so it's not a problem.
What?
In fact, there's a lot of stuff I can't use. I need to go pick up a few levels. Now would be a good time to do a couple heists, actually, to get some weapons. Let me go pick up some gems first. I want some gems to augment my my single target damage a little bit. So the first thing is Ancestral. Feel like this will be useful. And then let's get Leap Slam. That's not gonna help with my damage, but it is gonna help with my maneuverability.
Goodbye.
Okay, and I can't fit any other gems, so even if I wanted it, I can't get it. Oh, it's getting a little chilly down here in the basement. I feel cold, man. Oh god, I punched my microphone my microphone again. I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry. All right. Now I can live my dreams of being a ninja.
What trouble?
I remember back in the days in Naruto. Just like, oh man, it's so cool.
Travel far.
Dude. Do you remember that? Did anyone do that in high school where you're like trying to do all the little things? Go.
What do you
There
want?
were some people in my school that did that. Do I say this? Me being one of them. I had this all flame this entire time and I never... What? I just forgot about it. Oh god. Alright, it's over here. So cold.
Please understand that as a gentleman of honor, it pains me greatly to do this. Hard times call for hard hearts. I'm sure, were the circumstances reversed, you'll do precisely the same.
Okay, well, easy enough, I guess.
That I get to duel with a legend.
It's so cold. I'm so cold. Oh, Jesus. Okay, yeah. That makes sense.
Farewell.
Can you guys hear me just fine if I do this? Or is that not a good idea? Like this? Can you hear me? Or is it all muffled? Does it make a difference? I can't imagine it would make that big of a difference. I'll do this. I'll cover up to here. Okay, what was next? I think I go this way, pick up Bleed, pick up Crimson Dance. It's gonna be a Bleed build, guys. If you haven't figured it out yet, it's gonna be a Bleed build. Go here.
What do you want?
Right, I'm not selling that. No. You know what I will say about this COVID situation and staying at home and everything? See, all of my stories these days is about staying at home because I haven't gone anywhere. I've become like a pretty decent cook. And if anything, I've become pretty good at like following a recipe. You know what I mean? Because like, I know there are a lot of people from COVID now, they can't go out to their favorite restaurant, but it doesn't matter because, you know, they just get takeout and eat from home. But I did the opposite thing which is like, oh man, like I don't want to get takeout all the time. It's kind of a pain in the butt. I guess I'm just gonna need to learn to make my favorite foods. And it's been a little tough for the most part, but there's a lot of stuff that I still crave, like Thai food, man. I don't know how to make Thai food. I've made like what is it called? The soup, like the spicy soup, the tom yum. I've made tom yum soup before. You use like lemongrass or something. It was pretty good. It turned out pretty well. But you know, like pad thai, like I crave pad thai all the time, and I'm like, I can't have it. Same with sushi. Obviously, you can't have sushi right now. It's kind of weird. We've had it a few times, but it, you know, we don't get it very often. And then we've tried making what have we tried making at home? I've tried making like barbecue pork, like Asian barbecue pork. That turned out pretty well actually. I used a sous vide machine, and then I charred it afterwards. Chef's kiss. It wasn't bad actually. It felt kind of authentic. And you can tell I'm Asian, I'm Chinese, so I kind of know what the taste is like. Not to say non-Chinese people wouldn't know what the taste is like, but I've had my fair share of like, you know, like char siu barbecue meats. And when I made it, it was pretty good. You know, I have to say. All right, I feel a little bit warmer. I can bring this down now.
A place of soiled dreams. I'll have to tread carefully here.
Now I'm not doing my trials, which is probably part of the reason why my times are decent. My times are faster than my usual times. I was gonna say decent, and I look down and I'm like, nah, these are probably not very good times. You know, like 1 hour in, people are probably like in Act 3 or something. But for me, it's actually kind of okay. And yeah, I feel like part of the reason is that I'm not doing trials right now, because I've already done them. This is like my third solo self-found character. The other ones aren't very high level, admittedly, but hey, is it faster to? Okay, it's definitely faster to use dash. Dash with Quicksilver is probably one of the faster ways. Or sorry, Leap Slam with Quicksilver is one way of moving. Dash on its own is another way because it's quite fast. Those are probably the options. So when I turn on the Quicksilver, that's when I Leap Slam. Otherwise, I'm just gonna try and dash around. I don't know. I feel like when you're racing, you're actually thinking about a lot of stuff. I never quite appreciated how much work it takes to be fast in races. You know, when I think about PoE, I'm like, the real like, where's the skill? It's just about trying to get as much currency as you can, and like the more currency you put, it's like, you know, is grinding a lot really considered a skill? One, grinding a lot is considered a skill because I myself, I'm completely incapable of just like non-stop grinding maps. It's just not gonna happen. You know, not because I have no time, but because I'm just gonna fall asleep and die. Like I just, it's not gonna happen. So, first of all, like, you know, like I said, that is a skill. But like I can't go as fast as the top streamers. And that itself is a skill, right? Like I've never truly appreciated just how good, like, you know, people like Ziz and Tai Killer and Waggle, and I'm sure lots of other streamers. I don't watch that many streamers, I have to admit. How fast they are. They're so fast. It's insane. Okay, so I'm gonna replace, where is it? Flesh and Stone, Blood and Sand here. Woman speed? Oh my god, finally. It took forever. Alright, here's the question. Do I want Onslaught? I think the answer is no. I think I want damage. So we're going to go Lacerate. Forget Onslaught. I'll level it up, but it's not even a gem worth leveling, to be honest.
Return if you must.
Yeah, this is getting sold.
A.
1 Grand Life Flask. 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 1 Grand Life Yes.
Travel far.
Okay. Let's do... Let's kill the bandit. So we're gonna kill Creighton. We're gonna kill Oak. And I'm gonna do Alira. I tend to go for Alira. I accidentally sold the freaking axe, didn't I? Oh, shoot. I wanted it. The cleaver. Okay, well, I gotta remember to find a new weapon. This weapon is starting to fall off a little bit.
My spirit is spent.
Yeah, I'm not doing that much damage anymore. Need a better weapon. And by not doing that much damage, I mean I'm not one-shotting people. And like, the fastest way to clear, okay? Really is just to one-shot everyone. You hit them once and then you move. You hit them once and you move. I feel like that's the best way to have good clear speed. Just have good damage. Instead of going like super fast, brrr, like that's how fast they're hitting, you just want to go bop and you're dead. Maybe I should switch over to two-handers, but two-handers, it takes so long to hit, right? It's like this, oh, versus just hitting once, you know? There's that issue too. Kind of like having the webcam. I can use my hands and do random motions as I talk. What was that?
A pity your mind wasn't as swift as your blades, bridge rat.
Alrighty.
Make it fast.
Okay, so now I can consider gloves for some damage. So we have 2 gloves, 2 candidates, okay? My guess is this is going to be the better one. 156, 158. Okay, I was completely wrong.
What?
Good to know, good to know.
Return if you must.
Okay, so we got Creighton. So yeah, I prefer to help Alira in the early game, and if anything, I will refund that bandit quest afterwards. Just because Alira tends to give the mana regeneration as well as resistance, and those are all things that are helpful early on. It just makes it so you don't need to scrounge around for gear as much. Oh god, my mana is so bad. Kill Oak. Okay.
Well fought, Oak. A shame we have only the trees for audience.
That's pretty good. Let's look for the other waypoint. Yeah, like right now my mana regen is so bad. Let's go fix that. I'm gonna guess the waypoint is somewhere around here. Nope. Oh god. I remember first seeing those bears when I played, and they were so scary, man. It's like, these things, they're so big, they're gonna kill me for sure, right? Okay, we can open this up. That's fine. Okay, we are going to help Lyra. So what's everyone been playing these days? I know there are like, you know, during COVID there were some popular things that showed up. Like there was Among Us. There was, for a period, there was like a whole chess thing on Twitch, right? Like where everyone was playing chess. Obviously there was Fall Guys. And I'm just all clumping all of this into one period of time, but obviously it's been like altogether it's been like half a year, right? But like in terms of just like multiplayer games, what are some of the big games these days? I see a lot of Among Us on Twitch. You know, a few months ago I seen a lot of chess. Some of my favorite YouTubers still play a lot of Fall Guys, which is super cool. I've been trying to get into some more multiplayer games, you know? Like I haven't been playing too much. And whenever I do play, it's just a little bit of PoE, but I remember I was playing some Valorant with a few friends, and it was actually really fun. I feel like getting into one of those games, you know what I mean? I just don't know which one I should pick. I'm not crazy about shooters for the most part, but Valorant gave me those CS vibes, and I did really enjoy CS when I was a kid. Battle Royales though, like I know Apex had, what was it? Apex Legends had new maps or a new season or something. Battle Royales were never a thing for me. Same with Call of Duty, right? Although I've never played just like standard Call of Duty deathmatch. I was never into the franchise. But Battle Royales were like kind of tough for me because the guys are like tiny. You know what I mean? Like the character models. And it's just so hard to play. Like somebody is shooting me from like freaking 4 miles away. And I'm using my boomer eyes and like trying to figure out like, oh, there they are, and then I'm dead. Gotta get new glasses. So, I mean, it doesn't have to be multiplayer, but what's everyone been playing these days? The Game of the Year awards, I think the nominations are already out. I haven't looked at them yet. But has anyone figured out a Game of the Year yet? To be honest, I feel like I have one. It's a dark horse. It's not gonna make it probably, but I actually thought Monster Train was great. Like it's a fantastic game. I really like those card drafting games. And on my off time, like literally just, you know, a few minutes, I would play a little bit of Monster Train. Have a whole lot of fun, really. It's like playing, it's my default game. It's like playing solitaire. Like I just want to move cards, you know. Definitely Monster Train would be the game for me. It's probably the game that I spent like the most of my downtime on, which isn't much. Again, like I said, but I've been playing it a lot, and it's the game for sure. It's a game that I left on like just like open on my computer the longest. Like I would leave it open, I would play a little bit, and I would go, I don't know, do the dishes, vacuum the floors, or whatever, and then come back and play some more Monster Train. Number 2, PoE. I actually think PoE is a great game for casual players. Not in the sense that it's like, oh, you know, casual players like herp derp, it's so easy to play, you just gotta find a good build, or like, you know, like, oh, casual players playing PoE kick W, right? Like not like that. You know, like if you're actually trying to get good at the game, there's such a big learning curve with PoE that it is pretty tough. But PoE is such an easy game to just like play for a few minutes and then just like pause it or like walk away. I know you can't pause the game, but you could like you know, you could just stand in this corner and probably you're not gonna get killed, right? And you just like go disappear for an hour or two, you come back and you're probably still alive, or you TP back to town and then you can keep playing. That's what I like about PoE. Or like you can do a couple maps and you're like, well, that was fun, and then you go do something else and you come back and you do a couple more maps. Or you just, once you have a build set up, you're just grinding, you're just going through the motions and, you know, hoping to hit the jackpot, right? Like, I feel like it fits pretty well for both casual players and hardcore players alike. You know, hardcore players, you played, you'd probably be like racing, you'd be playing hardcore, like literally. Hardcore solo southbound, like there's lots of ways to play, to sink your teeth into the end game, right? Like my friends Jimmy and Alan, both of them, I would say they're more leaning towards like spending a lot of time grinding and farming, just no lifing the game, and like that's fine too. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna min-max your character to death, really. And like that's I like that there's that dichotomy, right? Like there's both ways are legitimate ways of playing the game, and they're both valid, you know. That's one of the really nice things about this game. Even though I have less time now, I can still play PoE. It's just a different style. Hopefully though, I'll still have I'll have a little bit more time now, because before it was just there was no room to stream. First of all, hopefully now I can get a stream schedule going, and we can go back to, you know, just playing some PoE, having fun. Okay, boots I think are important. Gloves are somewhat useful. Everything else is hard pass. Okay.
Return. Going? What?
Okay, how do I get my next weapon upgrade? Because this weapon, it's really falling off. 13% attack speed. That can't be better, can it? No, it's not.
Hello.
How do I get this next upgrade?
Going?
I don't want to throw currency at it. I think I gotta do a couple heists.
What? Going?
Yeah, let's go do it. Let's go do a couple heists. Why not? The problem with heists for me is that once I do heists, I basically just live in heists for like forever. And that's my only concern. Like I'm worried that once I start doing heists, I'm just never gonna come out. Alright, these level 6 contracts are not very enticing. Like let's just put it away.
What do you need?
The level 12 ones could be okay.
Engineer reporting.
Level 12 is pretty low, actually. Whatever, we can probably run through it super quick.
You do know what you're doing, yes?
And if anything, you know, we can give our guys a little bit of EXP.
I hope you don't expect me to fight.
Let's see, a maul, a scepter, that's not very useful.
That found a few inventions.
An essence, that could be good. We could craft with that. Is that another essence? Wait, what's happening?
Probably a hurdle.
A saber? That could be good too. Although it's a little low level.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Okay, that's pretty good.
We're at the limit.
It's like a lot of movement speed, right? Let's try to open up the big chest.
There's hardly a hurdle.
So there goes my 1 hour per act if I have to do this.
Just the
Although it's only 1.5 hours, so it's not too bad so far.
We will be detected if we are not careful.
Okay. Oh god! I didn't mean to do that. Okay, 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 okay. Let's not let it lock down. Let's finish the mission at least. Come on, Isla, hurry, hurry. I will defend you. I will defend you, Isla. I won't let you get hit.
Time to waste.
I'm simping for Isla. Open the safes, open the safes. Those are important too. Take the goods. There's a Vol Orb.
Even traveling light.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Let's get out. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh my god. Oh my god, they're swarming. It's okay. Switch to sand stance. I think we're gonna need the AoE. Oh god, we're gonna need to unlock this. Hold the door. Hold the door. Hold door. Wait, no one's chasing. No one's chasing. We're fine. Just jump.
Must get back on
Just
schedule.
leap through everyone. We're taking the high ground. It's okay.
Is this the part where we make relieved?
Not bad. Not bad. We actually got like quite a few good items here. Specifically the Wanderlust. That's very good. 20% movement speed. Can't be frozen. Perfect. These things, not too good. We're gonna sell those. We got a couple essences that could be helpful. Oh, not that.
Oh, I know who owns this.
And then we can sell this too.
Toodles.
Okay, we got 3 essences. The prophecy can go here. Okay, so we need to get some gear. But I need to run to the washroom real quick. And I think this is probably a good point for us to end the first episode. So yeah, we were somewhere in Act 2. We're probably about to finish it. But I need some gear. So hopefully next episode we'll be able to get a new weapon. And then we can move on to Act 3. So thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, as always, you can leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more updates. Otherwise, keep in touch, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.